Your TSP has served you incredibly well while working as a federal employee, but is it the best option for you going into retirement? To know that, you have to understand your options. There are three major options on what you can do with your TSP funds in retirement. Option one, you can turn your TSP into an annuity. Basically, you take a piece or all of your TSP, hand it over to an insurance company. You lose control over that money. However, in return, they guarantee a monthly payment to you for the rest of your life. There's lots of variations of annuities, but that's the core of how it works, where you give up flexibility, you give up control. In return, you get a guarantee. However, most federal employees that we see don't get too much benefit from this because you already have tons of guaranteed income between your pension, supplement, Social Security, all of these fixed income sources. What most federal employees need is income that can be flexible, that you can adjust and be flexible with over time, which for most people is keeping it in TSP or moving to an IRA and not giving up options. Having options in retirement is incredibly essential. So what are the other two options to do with TSP in retirement? Well, you can either keep it in TSP, that's option one, and option two is you move it to an IRA. Now, I've got full videos on my channel about the main differences between TSP versus IRA, but here is the summary of that. TSP is exceptionally good at being simple. Does it have all the options in the world for how you can take withdrawals, for what investment options there are, for tax strategies? No. There's some things that TSP simply does not allow, and really people get a lot of benefit of doing some of those things in retirement, and IRAs do allow them. However, whenever you add lots of options, which IRAs allow, you also add complexity. And so it depends what you value and how good at this kind of stuff you are. If you're going to move to an IRA and make a whole bunch of mistakes, it may not be worth it. If you're going to keep it in TSP and try to do some complicated strategy, well, it's not going to happen. You've got to align the tool that you're using with your goals and how comfortable you are actually managing these things yourself. And if you want help managing things, whether from a firm like ours or a different firm, we can certainly do that in an IRA. It all comes down to what your goals are, what kind of help you want, and which tool is going to get you closer to that goal.